What's up, everybody? It's the poet, the artist, the creator, and energy curator, Drekkia, right? And we're live in 501, and you know what's up. Okay, so today I actually want to talk about boundaries. Yeah, all right. So today is January 1st, and I don't know at what moment you will be watching this video, but just know on January 1st, 2021, I tapped in. And I want to bring up the importance of you drawing boundaries, healthy boundaries, and letting people know, when they offend you, to give them an opportunity to rectify the situation or just gain understanding on why you felt insulted by whatever it is they did. So, again, I want to talk about boundaries, conflict resolution, and communication. So, just to get into it, I have what do I call him? A friend, that I've talked to on and off for some years. Like, we're not in a relationship or anything, but we did have relations. No. Woo, I shouldn't say that. No, but for real. So, recently, when my grandpa passed, he had called me, checked on me, and was really just trying to be there for me, which I definitely appreciate. There were times he wanted to hang out, and I just didn't want to tell you the truth. And there was even a time we scheduled to get together, but I canceled because I didn't want to hang out. Just had a lot going on. And anyway, so one day we scheduled to get together, which was Tuesday. Tuesday came, I canceled. Wednesday came, I was sitting at home and minding my own business, doing what the good Lord told me to do. In my own house, not bothering nobody. I get a text message from this unknown number, and they're just like, hey, you busy? And I'm like, question mark, because I got this number saved and the bubble was green, so I don't know what Android user is texting me. So they were like, we need to talk. No, please don't get mad at me. This is your ex-husband. We need to talk. And the way they wrote the message, I immediately was like, yeah, no, he don't text like this. So I already felt like somebody was just playing on my phone, acting like they were my ex. And they were just like, oh, I just wanted to talk face to face. You must be with somebody else. Who you fucking? Well, let's slow down. First of all, because I don't go with nobody. And I don't owe nobody not now explanation about what I do or how I utilize my time. So it don't matter. Your question is irrelevant. Next. So I'm just like, oh, yeah, no. And they were just really adamant about trying to get together to me face to face. And then this person said, what did they say? Again, they said, you must be with somebody else. And then the message came through and it said, you stay fucking lying. You must be with somebody else. And at that point, I was bored, so I was indulging in the conversation because I really have been angry. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just about to go off on this person. But anyway, when he said, you stay lying, well, this person, because at this point, I don't really know who it is. They said, you stay lying. I was just like, yeah, I do. And soon after that, I got a phone call from that number. I picked up. They did not say anything. So they hung up. And then I got another call from this guy, that I had been dealing with. And anyway, we were talking, and throughout the conversation, he was just trying to give clues jokingly that it was him texting me, because I actually did suspect it was him, just from the way that the person was texting. I know that he texts like that, like almost like he's kind of uneducated, which he has a master's degree, and I just don't see how people be having such poor grammar and went through school. It's like they just passed you through. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, he was basically trying to let me know it was him. So, I didn't really know how to take the situation in that moment. So one of my defense mechanisms are just laughing. So he was passing off the conversation jokingly, letting me know it was, well, he didn't explicitly say it was him, but I was like putting two and two together. I'm like, bro, that's you playing on my phone. Oh my gosh. And he was like, all right, yeah, it was me. And then as we were talking, he said, I was just trying to get a reaction out of you. I knew if I would have texted you regularly, you would have taken hours to text back, or you just wouldn't have text back at all. So I felt like saying something negative to you would get a reaction out of you. And then he just started trying to explain all this extra stuff. And then, even though I was still giggling, laughing, because again, I just could not process everything all at once. But as I did, I told him, I was like, you know what? That was actually mean of you to do, to try to intentionally provoke somebody, especially one who is still grieving. Like, I feel like that was disrespectful. And not only was that disrespectful, but it's a very toxic trait to literally try to invoke anger into somebody just to get a reaction out of them. So to pretend like you were my ex, whom you already know I'm not with and had a, just not so healthy relationship with. So to come and do that, like, at this point, while we're on the phone, I was telling him that was mean, like that was not thoughtful. And he just kept saying, I just wanted to get a laugh out of you. See, you're laughing. I'm like, yeah, oh, okay. Anyway, we got off the phone. And again, as I processed the situation, it really made me angry. And something that I'm working on is being more, I don't know if the word is aggressive that I want to use, but being more forward and letting people know, like, when they offend me. Because in true old fashion of myself, I probably would have just, came to my conclusions in my head and been like, you know what, that was really mean of him. He's not thoughtful, blah, blah, blah. He's cut. Not going to talk to him. I can do that. Do it all the time. But I'm working on becoming better at explaining to people how they've insulted me. That way, there's an opportunity for communication to happen, so that not only that person can understand what they did to offend you, but it also gives you a chance to get that shit off your chest, okay? So today he calls, and I had committed to myself that I would let him know what he did to offend me and why it wasn't cool, to give him an opportunity to understand why what he did was wrong. So when I was explaining it to him on the phone, when he called me this morning on FaceTime, it's like he had no understanding. Like, you need to understand that intentions do not negate impact. So if I'm explaining to you how you've insulted me or offended me, accept that. Don't try to use all these other excuses as to why what you did was not wrong. He just kept saying, oh, I just thought it was going to make you laugh, make you smile. And I asked him, I'm like, I didn't ask him. I was like, you know what? I really do not understand how you could think, acting like you're somebody, my ex, saying, oh, who you sleeping with, and cussing at me in a text message, trying to intentionally provoke me, how that would get some kind of positive, like I was supposed to be happy about it. Happy that you were playing on my phone and being childish. I don't get that. And again, because you know the situation, to not only play on my phone, but to say you're my ex-husband, like, all those things that he did was a red flag for me. But again, he did not accept accountability. He really just tried to brush it off and gaslight me. So he asked if we were, no, he didn't ask. So, once I was understanding that, like, he wasn't trying to hear what I was saying, or that he could not hear what I was saying because he felt like what he did was not wrong, I told him, like, yeah, I would never hang out with you. It's like I won't hang out. I will not hang out with you, and I don't want to. Because you're not understanding where I'm coming from, and I don't think you're trying to. And I was letting him know as well. I'm drawing boundaries, and that's what I want to talk to you all about. You have to establish boundaries so people know not to violate you. And again, in the past, I would have been passive about the situation, but I felt like it was very important for me to literally use my voice and explain to him what he did wrong, give him an opportunity to rectify, and to really help grow my own communication skills, because I know that's something I definitely need to work on. So drawing boundaries is definitely important going into this season, so you can let people know, don't fuck with me, because I would not do that to nobody, so you won't do it to me. And something that I've learned in the past, how people always say people gonna do to you what you allow them to do, and to an extent I believe that. But on another note, I feel like people gonna do what they want to do, but also when they say people do to you what you allow them to do. So after that first time somebody has shown you their true colors, or even the second time, I feel like, you can give people chances, have conversations, and people grow. But you have to literally eliminate the total possibility of anybody ever being able to violate you again. So that's what I've done. I'm not going to give you the opportunity to disrespect me again. I explained to you why I was wrong, how I was wrong. You didn't accept it. Okay, you're done. You're finished. You would never have the opportunity to disrespect me again, because again, I'm drawing boundaries. You have to draw boundaries. You have to let a motherfucker know you cannot, you will not violate me or disrespect me. Anyway, while we were on the phone, I told him that I would not hang out with him, and it's really just over for me. I don't want to engage in any kind of communication with you or hanging out, none of that. He hung up in my face. But yeah, he hung up in my face, which made me feel really proud because I said what I had to say. You did not accept it. That's cool. Go. Bye. You're replaceable. You can be replaced. Will be replaced. It's nothing. Anyway, not to say it like that, but the main part of this video that I'm trying to help you understand is the fact that wherever you are right now, wherever you are in this moment of your life, you're listening to this video for a reason. But today, you need to establish boundaries and let people know you're not to be messed with, okay? Don't let people do whatever they want to do to you. Don't let people walk over you, say whatever they want to you. You don't have to back down to nobody, and you don't have to accept whatever somebody gives you. Like, you're valuable. You deserve respect, love, and happiness. Whatever you give out, you deserve it. All right? So establish those boundaries. Allow for the opportunity for communication to happen, like on both ends. Like, learn how to communicate and articulate, what has offended you or insulted you, or how you felt violated to that other person, to give them a chance to rectify the situation. Because again, it could just be a simple conversation that could be had and fixed. You can move on. So you get to work on wherever you are now. Again, like I said, work on establishing boundaries. Work on improving your communication and conflict resolution skills, because those are needed. Those are really needed in order to really succeed and be the greatest person you can be out in the world, in relationships and friendships and siblingships, parentships, and all kind of ships. It's very important to be able to have those things. So that's all I really wanted to share today, and I hope you took something from it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can drop them in the comments. And if you would like to, have a conversation with me, you can always email me. All my information should be in the bio. No, there's not a bio. In the description. Yeah, this is for YouTube.